Right, so this is where it's been leaking on the Range Rover m62tu V8. Back of the engine there, two crossover pipes go into those, out of the water pump, across the V of the engine, across the valley pan gasket, the valley pan cover, sorry, into those two. You can see the seals in there are pretty flat. So what we're going to do is pull them seals out, replace them, and hopefully that will stop the leak. There's quite a lot to get to these two gaskets. The whole intake manifold has to come off. As you can see, lots had to come off and be unplugged to get to this. I've got LPG on mine, so all the LPG had to be undone and removed. It's been 2 weeks waiting for the part to come that I needed, so I'm hoping I can remember it goes back together. We'll see. So I'm going to try and get these two O-rings out here. This is the perfect tool for the job. It's a skewer for doing kebabs. That one's broke. So now we're going to try and fish that out of the other half. That seems to be one of them there. There's nothing left in there. And the other one's pretty flat as well, but I've got two new ones of those, so we'll put those in there. Just go and grab them. Just going to clean them out. Make sure there's nothing in there. So I do not want to take this apart again. We've got two gaskets. Part number for the little one, PYX 000050, and the bigger one, PYX 000040. So we'll put them there. That was in place. that one's in. Make sure they're seated correctly. Okay, so these are the pipes that run across the front of the engine to the water pump that sits here. These pipes will have to be pushed into those pieces at the rear before the water pump can be put on, and then they'll be located on a new gasket on the water pump. So you've got a big one and a small one, so we'll clean the ends of these up, clean the pipes and put them in. So we've cleaned that one up. These I've learned that they should be fit dry. Don't try using washing up liquid or lube or anything on them, it just causes problems. I did try washing up liquid on the water pump end down here, and what happened was it dripped onto the gasket and around the gasket. So that's supposed to be dry seals, so I push them in dry. Just be very careful not to catch the seal. Twist it and push. It should go in. That one's in. I do tend to do that, wobble about. Same again with the small one. They are different lengths, so you'll see at the end one sticks out further than the other. So the next thing to do is reinstall the water pump. Now we're going to install the water pump, which goes here. I've got a new gasket for it. I've tried using gasket sealer in the past and it hasn't worked, so the best thing to do is buy the correct gasket and use that. So I can get in a good position. Here's the gasket needed for the water pump. It's a brick part gasket, PET 00050. So I'm going to take that out of the packet. Be careful when you're taking it out, obviously you don't want to rip the gasket. And then we'll put the pump back on. So there are different length bolts on the water pump. Best thing to do is when you take it off, keep them in order, put on a piece of cardboard or put them back into the water pump when it comes off, just to make sure they're going in the right holes. Well, I've got the gasket on the water pump. This bit's a bit of a nightmare. You've got to line it up, but also get these pipes into it. And you don't want to catch the gasket. So if you can just try and get a couple started. And keep the gasket in place. Like that, and then you just got to make sure. I've got a torch here somewhere. That the gasket's in place when you're putting the other ones in, because the last thing you want to do is catch this gasket. It's difficult to see.